So we went to Stalham Marinas. I'm hoping I said that right. I'm not.
Now my dream of diving off a boat cannot be completed.
So you are not allowed to dive off the boat, jump off the boat, and you are not allowed to swim anywhere where there is boats in the water. You do wear life jackets. It goes around your waist and down between your legs, which is very uncomfortable. If you've got a thing about birds or swans, this is not for you. They follow the boat. I don't like swans, nor do I like birds. If you were bringing a dog, you're allowed to bring a dog. They will get a life jacket. This was just for now, chained him up, but when we let him off, he got used to the boat very quickly and how it worked. More swans, don't like swans, and then obviously more followed us, which were great. The coolest part was seeing other people's like boats that they had made, and like put like allotments on. I did take a few videos of windmills. I do not know why. You took the roof off. You're right, son. As you can tell, my family are crazy. I did like going under the bridges. It was my favourite thing, so I do have a couple of videos of that. I do have a full review of the boat, but it's in a few minutes, so you gotta wait. Looks like the Smurfs live there. So, my review on the boat. It's nice. I do like the boat. The boat is very nice. In the review we saw, it looked really tiny, but honestly, like, I've got quite a bit of room, saying it's supposed to be a small room. This is quite a decent sized room for a boat. You know what I mean? Like, I already feel like really tiny. There's a proper sized bed, literally like my bed. There's cabinets, open cabinets, 2 drawers, door. This is useless, but this is where we sit, and this is where we sit on the outside, because mine's the corner bed. The windows are really good. Do you have to eat now as I'm talking? Yes, he does. So my siblings' rooms, because obviously it's the front of the boat, the beds go from bigger to smaller, which you'll see. My brother and sister can actually fit on them though. So my brother's about that higher on me when standing up, so he can actually fit on them, which is really good. So they're not too bad. And then there's a double bed that I haven't shown yet, which my parents are on, which I don't know. This is still the first night. I can't tell you if it's really comfortable. Like, I think the bed's quite comfortable. It's not rock solid, but to be honest, I like it. I like sleeping on. I don't really like the thingy, but obviously other people like other stuff. It came with blankets and quilts and pillow, which was great, and all the cutlery. It came with everything we needed for cutlery: spoons, bowls, cups, pans, scissors, grater, everything. Like, I'll do a different video on that, but obviously with viewers up because I forgot to do it this morning. Yeah, we did some fishing as well, which the only problem is with not with the boat, but with the thing is a lot of places are private parking for the boat. So we had to find one that was not private parking to come and park the boat for the night. Obviously, you can't just carry on driving it through the night. I don't know if you actually can or you can't. Like, you want to sleep sometimes. So that was quite the difficulty part, because obviously, I don't know if you can hear, but there's a lot of people, which I'm not really worried about. I sleep with my laptop on. But if you're someone that's a really light sleeper, you've got to take into consideration there's other boats. There's other people. There's party boats. We've saw quite a few party boats, big fancy boats. And obviously, drunk people boats, which, people have fun. Well, it's up to them. Obviously, yes, the dog is allowed on the boat. You have to put permission to have a dog on the boat. I don't think there's anything really else. I quite like the boat. I think it's quite a nice little thing. The roof, we can take off and put on. It is quite hard to put back on. So we took it off, which were quite easy. But putting it back on, some of the snaps didn't want to go back on. Obviously, we got them back on because we had to literally force them. but some of them just don't want to go back on. I've got a bit of a cold, sorry. Some of them just did not want to go back on, but when we got them on, they worked. Some of them around here still won't go on, but I think that's my fault of the way I put it back up. Yeah, I put it up and I took it down. See, I'm good at this. Ride the boat, drive the boat, not ride the boat. But it's quite simple. But obviously, because I can't even drive the car, I was like, how do I move the steering wheel? You know, you got to move it like a tiny bit to make it move. So the boat itself is very simple. It's just move it a tiny bit, straight, move it a tiny bit, straight. Keep on your side. People are supposed to keep on their side. Some people obviously cross, and it's like, oh, we gotta go around you when we're coming that way and you're supposed to be coming this way. But honestly, if I had to give it like a rating of would I come on this boat again, I can't give you that yet because this is still the first day. But I can give you a rating now. I would definitely go on the boat again. I would though get a bigger one this time, so unfortunately it wouldn't be the same one, which is Pedro. But if you are looking for a nice boat trip, that boat was very nice to go on. And there is, obviously you can sit on the top of it, which was great. Obviously this was like 5 o'clock in the morning, me camera recording. I woke up early just to camera record this guy and my dad fishing. I'm dedication, okay? So there's not much to do on the boat though, especially for kids, cause it all depends on where you decide to put your boat. Because we had really bad internet, all we could hear was the water. There is different pubs and places that you can put the boat, but unfortunately sometimes you have to pay for it. If you're like me and you like spotting different things and looking around, you will probably find it very interesting. If you're just going for like a little drive and want something to do, it's probably your thing. Parked over there. That boat there is ours, I think. Look how pretty that is. It's like Rapunzel's castle. I cannot tell you where that place is because I have forgotten. Also, this is a few video of me going under bridges. But so how the marine place works is you kind of go in a massive circle. Like you can't go off this circle. You'll just end up straight back where you started, kind of thing. You kind of follow the lines, find out which place you want to go to, and then you kind of get there. And you have to turn back. Like there's no other place you can go. This terrified me. I hated this. I found this cool shop. I do not remember what it's called. I am so sorry, but it is in a place near a beach. But it was very expensive. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I didn't really buy anything except some really cheap stuff, £1.50. But I thought it was really cool, so I thought I might as well share it in case anyone sees it. You see? So that was a terrifying moment at the beach. But yes, so we did some fishing, which I liked, but at the same time I wasn't very good at. Obviously, this is what I didn't like about the thing, is when you tie it, you've got to be quite careful of how tight and how loose you do it, or you gotta step. And when you step, there is 2 places you can go. The concrete or in the water. Luckily, none of us fell in the water. The dog did though, unfortunately. But we got him out. He was safe. He learned how to swim very quickly. Don't get me wrong, we all panicked. We thought we lost the dog. We started crying. It was an absolute nightmare. But he's A-okay. Also, I really liked laying on the front of the boat and looking at the water. It was just amazing. But it did get boring after a while. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you because you can't really do much. Like I said, there's really bad internet. And like, you've just got to take in the view. But sometimes it's all the exact same view. Again, another bridge. What is it with me and bridges? I could not tell you where this was because I do not remember. So I could again not tell you where this was, but it was a cute little cafe we went to because we could not pass through the big bridge because the water was rising, and you will see how far this water rose. This was the pavement, by the way. This was how we got off and on the boat. It flooded over. I cannot imagine how high that could possibly go sometimes on some days. I feel like that'd be really high and it'd like go on everything. Okay, so this is like the sea kind of thing, I think. I'm not sure, but like you can literally only go in the barriers where it showed you. So you see like these little stump things. It's another bridge! Okay. This isn't the bridge that we had to go through though. It was a bigger bridge. It was this one. We were very close to this one. This is the one where they had to literally call someone to confirm, can we go through the bridge? Can we not go through the bridge? So we couldn't just go, we had to call them. Oh my gosh. What's it? Oh. Dang. Just to confirm, I never left the boat. There is no way I was going anywhere near them cows. I hate cows. I hate anything like that. But anyway, so we found this really cool like pub place. The food was delicious. That's all I can say. We all got fish and chips, and Alicia got chicken nuggets. It was gorgeous. Even my mum and dad said, and my brother loved it so much. Yes, there were dogs allowed in the place. Obviously, we'd bring him in, we'd not be able to eat food at all because he would have been at our feet 24/7. Oh, this is me trying to do the things. Has it got numbers now?
Yeah, it's got a timer on.
Yeah, that's fine. Right. So, undo it. Right. Did you undo it with?
Yeah, it is now, but it won't now. Go on.
So the first thing you do, you wrap it around the tree. As tight as possible, but not too tight, because obviously when the tide comes in. Then you pull it back over to the front bar, and you go underneath. So you go like that. So there's a bunny here, and you shove it through that one. And then there's wood. And then you do the same thing, go like that, you put it under the bar, put it under, you push it back on, you pull. I think that's called a number of 8. So knit it round once or twice. Obviously you'd use one of them small things. You make sure it's tight, but not too tight. And then what you do is you grab this one, you go underneath, and you circle this one round, and then you go underneath where you came from, and then you shove this through here. It's very complicated, and then that's how you make a gap. But normally you do it with that one. So you go 1, 2, over this one, through the gap you've made, and then pull. And you do it a couple of times, but you tighten it up. So yeah, you tighten it up. Don't drop it.
I know.